Hey, what is up everyone, this is Diamond12 here, welcome back to another video. This video gonna be a little bit different because this is gonna be post-commentary, as I am going to talk about my favorite games of 2015. I know I'm kinda late with this because we're almost already in February, but I still wanted to share my favorite games and games you should probably try out at some point. But yeah, I just wanted to share it with you guys, and yeah, that's basically that. So in the background you can see some Splatoon gameplay, just some random Splatoon gameplay. I don't really I cannot talk. I don't really play Splatoon that often, but when I do, I just play it for fun, just play some Turf War and whatnot. I'm not good at Splatoon or anything. I just play it because I can play it. And, you know, sometimes played with friends and whatnot, but, you know, not here to talk about that. What I mainly wanted to talk about in this video was my favorite games 2015, like I've already said. I don't know why I just said that the second time, but Splatoon was definitely one of them. I really like Splatoon. However, there are some things that I think could have been better in Splatoon. For example, like having the ability to change weapon when you're in a lobby when playing Turf War, or having more maps in rotation, and not, you know, having to play the same 2 maps for hours until the rotation finally changes. And there are probably some other gripes I have with the game, but it's still a good game overall, but it definitely was not my absolute favorite game of last year. So yeah, so since I'm talking about Wii U games right here, let's just keep talking about Wii U games, what came out and whatnot. So we have obviously Xenoblade Chronicles X that came out at the end of last year, which I have played a bit. I have not played it too much, but I have played enough of it for where I can say that it is a great game. There's a lot to it, maybe a little bit too much, so much that I haven't really played it all that much yet. But yeah, it's definitely a good game, and if you like RPGs and you have a Wii U, it's definitely a big recommendation. And yeah, that's another game. So next game is a third-party game, Fast Racing Neo. Probably my favorite third-party game right now, yeah, or indie game. Why did I say third-party? I didn't mean third-party. I meant indie game. An indie game, and probably my favorite indie game right now. Once again, I haven't played that too much. I've played like the first 2 cups of it. Reason being is it's just hard, man. It's just, maybe I just suck, but I have talked to a lot of other people and they agreed to me that it is a really hard game. Fast Racing Neo, it's pretty hard. So yeah, it is definitely a lot of fun though. Does remind me a lot of F-Zero. It's not completely F-Zero though. It's definitely not F-Zero. The experience I had with F-Zero, I just can't find that back in Fast Racing Neo. But Fast Racing Neo is a completely different and new experience, and it is amazing. So Fast Racing Neo, definitely a really good game. And we have one other Wii U game that I got last year, which is Super Mario Maker. Probably my favorite Wii U game from last year, and definitely one of my favorite Wii U games at the moment. Just, you know, being able to play other people's levels, see what they can make, and making your own levels. It's just a lot of fun. And who didn't want to make his own water? No, I just cannot speak right now. But who didn't want to make his own water? I said it again. Oh my God! Wow, this is so bad. Who didn't want to make his own Mario level? Is what I'm trying to say. I mean, I know I have, you know, been thinking about that like forever. It's like always been like something that I really wanted, being able to make my own creation in Mario, making my own Mario levels. I mean, there was the ability to do so before that in like fan games that let you do that, and Super Mario World. You could basically modify that so you can make your own worlds and levels and whatnot. So there definitely was the option, but not like in an official Nintendo game. So it's really great that Nintendo have finally done this, and it is just amazing. It's a really good game. And yeah, that's also why I'm doing that on my channel right now. I just really love playing Super Mario Maker, and doing videos of it. It's just a lot of fun. So those were the Wii U titles. Then I have some other titles that I don't want to talk about too much, but it is games that I really like from last year. I do play Call of Duty, and I think the Call of Duty that came out last year is a really good Call of Duty, and definitely is better than what came out previous 2 years. And yeah, I just think that is it is nice. It is very nice. So other PlayStation games that I have are Toukiden, which is basically like Monster Hunter PlayStation 4 edition with demons, and it is pretty cool. And I definitely recommend people that have a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation Vita and like Monster Hunter to try out Toukiden Kiwami. I'm pretty sure there's a demo of it. Well, I'm absolutely sure there's a demo of it because I tried it myself. I definitely do recommend it. It is really fun, and it's like 70% Monster Hunter. Like, you can just find a lot of Monster Hunter things to it, and I've had a lot of hours on the game. Whoa, voice crack. I have had a lot of hours on that game, and they were very well spent, might I say. So, yeah, that's that. Then there is Samurai Warriors 4 2, which I haven't played that much. But obviously I've played Samurai Warriors 4, and they are kind of similar. And from what I've played, I can definitely tell that it was, or it is, a really good game. And they improved a lot from the last Samurai Warriors game, which was Samurai Warriors 4. And then you got another Samurai Warriors game coming out this year, which is, I think, Samurai Warriors 4 Empires, which I'm not absolutely sure yet if I'm going to get that. Probably definitely not on release, because I still need to play Samurai Warriors 4 2 more. And I don't even have finished Samurai Warriors 4 yet, as well as I am doing a recording series of Samurai Warriors 4, so yeah, just falling a lot behind, and I should probably get around to doing so. But that is that. That is basically the PlayStation title. Oh, wait, no, I'm missing one. Uncharted is another game that came out last year, the Uncharted collection. I mean, they are games that have come out before, of course, because it's like a big collection. But they were new for me, and it was a game that got released last year. So I do think I should add this to the video. And Uncharted is a really cool adventure game. I really like those types of games like Tomb Raider, Uncharted. Really fun. So yeah, that's that. But I don't want to talk about it too much, like I said before. Then we have got the 3DS titles, and yeah, there were a lot of good 3DS titles. We had what did we had that like, I have some on here, but I have some in my mind, but there must be some others, or maybe not. No. Okay, so it's the only ones that I'm thinking of right now. One of them being Codename Steam, which I still haven't finished yet, but the game is just incredibly long, and you just have need of a lot of strategy to it. If you don't know what Codename Steam is, it's just think Fire Emblem with guns, and instead of having like the top view thing, you basically are in third person. You're like behind the character, and you basically move around that way. I'm pretty sure the only game that has done that is Valkyrie Chronicles, which you probably also don't know what that is, because that game is also very unknown, which is kind of a shame because it's a really cool concept for a game. And it's kind of weird because I don't like the Fire Emblem games, but I do like Codenames Steam. I don't know, I'm just weird. I also like Pokemon Conquest, which is pretty much kind of like Fire Emblem with Pokemon, honestly. Like, I mean, it's not exactly like that, but it does have a lot of similarities. So, yeah, that is one game. Then there is a game that came out way later in the year, which is Mario & Luigi Paper Jam, which I know some of you only just recently got that, because in the US it came out in 2016. It came in January. It came out like right now, around this time. So, Mario & Luigi Paper Jam was a really neat concept, like having Paper Mario get into the Mario & Luigi world. It's crazy. It's really fun. I don't want to spoil the game for you guys, but it is pretty hard in my opinion. I don't know if I'm the only one that's thinking that, but I have trouble with that game. You know, maybe it's just me, but yeah, the game is really fun though, and just like a lot of the features that are in that game. So that is that game, and then there is one other 3DS game, which is Pokemon Rumble World, which I have played a ton as well. I'm like rank 60 right now, and yeah, I just love collecting Pokemon in that, and just, you know, beat up all the Pokemon. You know, it is kind of like a beat 'em up game, so you can't say that. And yeah, it's just a really fun game. I really like the Pokemon Rumble series. I've played every Pokemon Rumble game, including the horrible Wii U version. I absolutely do not recommend Pokemon Rumble U. That is the worst Pokemon Rumble game ever created, if not the worst Pokemon game ever created. Like, oh man, that one is terrible. I really do not recommend that. It is so bad compared to the other Pokemon Rumbles. Even the Wii one is a lot better than that, and that kind of lacks content because, you know, it doesn't have like every Pokemon in it. But it was the first one in the series, so I can definitely excuse it to that, and it was definitely a lot of fun back in the time. But I do remember me being quite upset that there were no second gen and third gen Pokemon in that game. But yeah, I think my favorite Pokemon Rumble game, it has to be Super Pokemon Rumble, or Pokemon Rumble Blast as it's known in the US. So yeah, I just really like Pokemon Rumble. It's really cool. Pokemon Rumble Blast had a really good story, and just good gameplay because it's a Pokemon Rumble game, and I really like Pokemon Rumble. I guess you could kind of compare Pokemon Rumble to Samurai Warriors. They're both like beat 'em up games. You know, so yeah, I guess I like beat 'em up games then. But yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite games of last year too. And then I haven't talked about my favorite game of last year yet. Haven't talked about that yet, and it is the game that I have over 1,000 hours on. Yes, you heard that right. I have played this game over 1,000 hours. Now, yes, this is also the time where I just left my 3DS on and did nothing for a while. And there were a couple of moments in that, but that is still a lot of hours. That is still a lot of hours that I've played this game. And the game I'm talking about, obviously, is Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. That game is absolutely amazing, and Monster Hunter is like the best-selling franchise in Japan, and it is for a good reason, because this game, it's just absolutely addicting. There's just so much stuff to do. It is so fun fighting all these monsters. The gameplay is good. The replayability is there, and yeah, while the textures might not be exactly fantastic, I can definitely excuse it because the rest of the game is absolutely amazing, and that is why Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate was my favorite game of last year. Don't play it as much right now anymore because there's not really many people playing it anymore either. Still play it from time to time, but there are other games that I've been playing. So yeah, that game I have not really been playing too much. I can't wait until Monster Hunter Cross though, if that ever gets localized. But yeah, that is basically my favorite games of 2015. In next week we are gonna do pretty much the same thing as this, but then I'm gonna be talking about the games I am looking most forward to in 2016. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys then. See you guys later. Peace.